All right, there we go. Nice little morning wake and bake. Hope you're excited. Look at my beard's getting super scruffy. Look, you get the secret peek up into the cabinet. I bet you're wondering what we're gonna cook today. Are you? Are you wondering? It involves eggs. 2 eggs, maybe three. We'll go with 3 eggs. Look. Oh man, first here, look at that. All right, Dutch baby, that's what we're gonna be doing. Nice little early morning wake and bake. I don't see Dave in here. I'm not gonna wait for him. I gave him a time. Like I wanted to be a little bit more professional, so I got my little thermometer in there today. Not that I'm gonna use it. All right. So did I say already what we're gonna be doing? We're gonna make a Dutch baby. You ever had a Dutch baby before? So tasty. All right. What we need to do first is get the oven preheated. We're gonna do 425. I think that should be good. We're gonna use our trusty old cast iron skillet. Show you some of the things we got going on over here. Very simple recipe here. So we got a little bit of bread flour, powdered sugar, brown sugar, vanilla, our eggs. Oh, and I'm forgetting one thing. We need our milk. So we got a little bit of our milk. Gonna mix it up a little bit because there's always a cream top on this one. Super tasty. We got our mixing bowl. And this is one of the easier ones to follow along with. It looks like I looked at the recipe beforehand, and all of them are pretty much the same. Slight variations, very little. Oh, look, I changed the camera around so that way you guys can see a little bit more of the counter. Hopefully that's nice. All right, FN Boss, we're gonna start out with getting the flour in here. You're probably wondering, well, how much flour are we gonna use? We're gonna use a half cup here. I'm just going to take this knife. Perfect. I almost hooked up the camera to do a dishwashing sink stream. I feel like you would have loved that. But not yet. Not yet. You know what I would like on here is a little bit of music, some light cafe music. You think? No, I'll find something next stream maybe. Nice little um, cafe stream, cafe music. All right, I always put the salt in random places, and so we're gonna use. We'll use this one. We don't need to put too much, maybe with salt. Maybe about a tablespoon. That should be fine. Mix that in there. Sugar, we're going to use the brown sugar. smells mapley. This is granulated, so a light brown sugar. We're going to probably do the equivalent of 2 tablespoons. The one thing about brown sugar is, like, if you let it get moist, you don't store it properly, it turns into just a chunk, a brick of sugar. Oh, you experienced that in your baking too, FN Boss? I didn't know you were such a baker. You could have been helping me with this. Oh, please, if you make me a chocolate chip cookie, I would be delighted. But your chocolate chip cookies are dirty? Oh, like in a good way. Tell me, tell the chat what your secret is to making nice and dirty cookies. They want to know. What do you put in it? We're gonna see. One thing I forgot to mention is we want to heat up the pan too, because we're gonna melt some butter into that. So it's gonna go in here as well. With a Dutch baby, because it does rise a bit, you want to leave. If you have a top rack, you're gonna put it in the middle rack. But if you have a top rack, take that off, because otherwise it can get caught up in that. All right. Vanilla. Look at this, some homemade vanilla. You can probably get drunk off of it. We're gonna pour just a little bit in there. That's a lot. Some recipes call for like a teaspoon, a half teaspoon. Oh, but boy, do I love the vanilla. Okay, the powdered sugar comes in later. Okay. All right, salt, we use that. We're good there. Cast iron skillet is in the oven. It's in there. You put a Jello pudding packet in? I would have never. I would have never even thought. Oh, vanilla. Vanilla's what you put in. Do me a favor and post white and chocolate chips, white chocolate and dark chocolate chip. Hey, will you repost this in the Discord for me, please? Oh, you want to see like the the cream that sits at the top? So good, nice thick cream, but I want that to go back in. Everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck? Your milk's bad." No, 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 no. Natural milk has a nice cream at the top. Age of Empires. I like Age of Empires. You know what the sound is? It's me washing my hands. Okay, let's shake this up a bit. Good. All right. We're gonna get back right into it. So no mariachi band today. Sorry, they were out late last night. Another venue. Yeah, they're popular. It's really hard to get them. But I told them, hey, next time I do another cooking stream, hopefully you guys can show up. All right, we're gonna do a half cup here, half cup of full fat milk. Like I said, it does have a cream top. That's not the milk curdling. That cream's going to be tasty in this. Mm. All right, we're done with the milk. Let's keep this nice and cool, cold. Crack a few eggs in here. Ooh, thing just plopped right there. Look, I didn't want to. Yeah, uh, yeah. I mean, it could. So, uh, so what you? I'm just gonna repeat it real quick. What you were saying is you just had gotten basically some local farm fresh eggs from a friend, a coworker, or something, and the eggshell was pretty hard to crack. Well, they're probably eating a lot more, have a lot more nutrients in their diet. They probably have a lot more minerals. Probably some pretty healthy chickens because yeah, they'll have their eggs will be hard to crack. Was the yolk like a different color at all? Was it like brighter than usual, not as pale? Sometimes you'll get some nice fresh eggs like that, and they'll have a nice deeper color to them, the yolks at least. Okay, gotta be careful. I'm over here placing some dishes in the drying rack, but let's see. Okay, so we're warming up this pan here. What we want to do is add butter to it. We're gonna let that butter melt on there. We'll do about 2 tablespoons worth of butter. That's probably a little bit more. That's probably close to like 3, maybe 4. Anyways, that's just gonna go on the bottom, coat everything real nice. I'm ready. I hope you're ready for this. This is still one of like my favorite like things to eat in the morning. I mean, I'm a big egg fan of potato, but Dutch babies are becoming my new favorite. All right, so we're just gonna mix this up, and whisk it. And this should be plenty enough for 2 people. I mean, if you're gonna have more people over and eat this, one thing that I would do is probably, and you'll see in the end, it'll be nice and big, so 2 people can eat this whole thing. But you can also just have sides with it. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have some fruit topped over it. We really want to make this smooth though, so we gotta get all this out. And just I used bread flour. I'm not too sure what the big difference is. It might. Look, this is what they're claiming here: bacon with bread flour, higher in protein than most. Our bread flour straightens to the rise, so your breads are lofty and perfectly textured every time. Try it for pizza crust too. Okay, maybe we will. All right, our goal is to get all the lumps out. We want this to be silky smooth. It's already nice and like watery. Oh, I can smell that vanilla. You can also do this in a blender, actually. A blender wouldn't be too bad. Be nice, silky smooth like this. A lot of that cream already has just been kind of blended in. That's looking good. All right. I like this because this is actually kind of an easier, it's a little bit more of an easier thing to make, especially for breakfast. I mean, we're taking it a little bit slow right now just so that way it's easy and manageable. But like I said, super easy. I'll read off the ingredient list. Half cup of all-purpose flour, half cup of whole milk or 2% milk, 2 large eggs. We used 3 in our case. 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. We did brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Half teaspoon of kosher salt. I used probably about a tablespoon. And 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And then to top it, you can always use like just different fruit, bananas, berries. I like berries. You can do powdered sugar. Today we got blueberries. We got a little bit of blueberries and raspberries. Blue and raz. We heated up the oven to 425, just so that way. So the recipe says raise it up to a certain temperature. We're doing 425, and then to bring it back down to 300. And it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to bake. So in that meantime, we're gonna do a little morning coffee. Haven't had my coffee yet, so we'll grind it up. Do a nice little pour over. I might need to call in an expert here soon just to kind of see what they think about this mix. Let's see. I have a Dutch baby expert that lives in the house. She's pretty good at making Dutch babies. She's not a fan of getting on the stream, though. I mean, if there was a Dutch baby expert that either happens to be watching the stream or in the house at the moment, curious what they think about the consistency of the batter. Yeah, definitely on camera. You want to take a look at it? Mm-hmm. Can you add a little bit more flour? Yeah. Okay. Well, in your expertise, do you think that looks okay or no?
You did half a cup of flour?
Sure did.
Then I think it probably is great.
Perfect.
Eggs?
I did eggs.
You did half a cup of milk?
I did a half cup of milk. I even threw a little bit of the cream in there.
You did your sugar?
I did my sugar.
And your butter?
Butter's in the pan.
And I'd say pour it in.
Yeah, you think it's good to go?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
You're hungry? What happens if I just keep whisking it? Get all frothy? Turn into whipped eggs? Okay. You like that noise? All right. The Dutch baby expert didn't want to be on stream. That's okay. The one thing about cast iron, so you do have to clean it really well, but you always want to make sure that you re-season it, that you clean it well. So like if you're cooking like whatever, steak, chicken, fish or shrimp. Um, if you don't clean it well afterwards, it will retain that smell and taste. So the next thing you cook in it will have a little bit of that taste. So just always remember that with cooking with your cast iron. Pretty confident though that will be okay. So let's see. Maybe I can angle this just a little bit so you guys can see. Let's pour it right in. All right. I'm going to throw this in the oven here in a second. But I'm going to turn down the heat. We're going to turn it down to 300. Okay. All right. Actually, I'm going to do 350. I'm going to try to pour what little amount left we got. It's funny because I'm excited for the Dutch baby because I'm a little hungry, but I'm more excited for the coffee. And I'll show you why in a minute. So we're just going to clean up a little bit, get rid of some of the stuff, put it away. What we want to do is we're going to boil a little bit of water. Got this fun little kettle here, the little Hamilton Beach. This will do what we need it to do. It'll heat up the water to a good temperature. Oh man, I recommend everyone getting like one of these electric kettles. Like, why not? So good. So it's going to heat up some water. In the meantime, we're going to grind up some coffee. Got this nice little burr grinder. Have it set to medium because that's what we need for our filter size. And we're using Zocalo coffee. Medium roast. Heavy body, tart, acidity, honey, syrup, sugar cookie, lemon zest. Those are those notes that you're getting. Yeah, look at that. Zocalo coffee. Community focused, women owned and operated. Sourced intentionally for positivity impact. Like women owned, that's right. FN boss. Ah, we are making a Dutch baby. Make a Dutch baby. Something simple, nothing too crazy. A little bit of coffee, just a nice little wake and bake session, you know? Get ourselves awake, and then we bake a nice little baby, a Dutch baby, a pancake, if you will, crepe, pancake crepe. Not too sure, but yeah, it's referred to as a Dutch baby. But anyways, Zocalo Coffee, they're a nice local brand. They do a lot of stuff, cool stuff in the community. Um, and I just want to read this little note here in the back. This is getting loud, so I'm going to move that away a bit. Uh, Flourish, Honduras, Santa Elena. The relationship coffee is grown by Alfonso Hernandez on his farm, El Rufijio. Alfonso is a member of Catracha Coffee Company, whose participating members are guaranteed above fair trade minimums in conjunction with supporting community building resources and educational initiatives through the Catracha Quality Project. And they're out of San Leandro. Pretty cool. Alfonso? No, but Zocalo Coffee, the coffee in town that they source their coffee from. Or I'm sorry, Zocalo Coffee is the coffee that we get this from. We got this from, and they are women owned. This Alfonso is the person who lives in Honduras, and it's his coffee company that provides the beans. Um, let's open this thing. I mean, it smells so good already. Mm. Let's open it up. Let's open it up. We have a pair of scissors too, because I like to keep that package nice and clean. Open it up. I'm not going to reseal it the same way, but I want you to see what's going on here. Take a little peek. Woo! Oh, there's nothing like that smell. That smells amazing. All right. So, little burr grinder here. This thing's nice, a Compresso. Nothing super fancy, but the quality of what it does is amazing. I'll tell you right now, I'm probably going to have multiple coffees today. This is a treat. Look at that packaging. Isn't that nice? Fun little coffee plant. All right. Got the hopper filled little tank here. We're going to set this to grind. I do have it set at a medium grind, which is nice. You know what? Let me do this correctly. You got to have this thing on there, otherwise the coffee's just hot as shit in this thing. All right. Okay, so this is finishing boiling. I like to wait. I don't want to put the water over the beans right off the bat after it's been boiling. Just give it just a little bit of time to cool down just a little bit. All right, and I'm just doing this to heat up the glass. That's not completely necessary, but we'll do it anyways. All right, let me just dry off this little scoop. Little Hario coffee scoop. Has different measurements here. There's, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's like they have these barista competitions, and like the person there's someone who has like this perfect formula. So you weigh out the water, you weigh out the beans, and there's like this perfect magical ratio. I tried mimicking it one time, and I thought that ratio was pretty much sucked, but maybe it's because I was using the wrong coffee beans or not doing the right process. All right, we should be doing. What are we doing about? I don't know how many ounces we're doing, but we're gonna start this off. Just let it bloom a bit. Move that out the way. And we're gonna go for it again. Traditionally, I've always used paper coffee filters. This is the first time I'm actually using a stainless steel mesh screen. Very different, especially even with like the coarse or the medium grind. Okay, that feels all right. Oh wow, it smells so good. Let me tell you what it smells like. Okay, it smells a little bit like sugar cookie, lemon zest, and honey syrup. Yeah, that's right. Keep going. Let's keep going here. I think my next purchase for coffee is going to be one of the coffee siphons. Have you seen those? It's really cool. It's got a kind of like a bulb just like this, but then there's a siphon on the top, and you fill the bottom with water. There's a little bit of you add a flame to the bottom, and it'll make the water rise. It's cool. Just look it up. A coffee siphon. Or better yet, just come around when I have one. I'll put it on stream. So a real nice pot for doing this would have like a nice small gooseneck so you can control the water a little bit better. Just have like a nice even pour over it. But I don't have that, so I just do my best here. There's no need to get too fancy with too much stuff inside the kitchen because then we're going to store it all. Ooh, or I have a friend who's actually got his own like espresso machine. One of those. I mean, you've seen them at Starbucks and whatnot. They're super cool. How do you guys take your coffee? F and Boss, you usually add a little something something. What about you, Based for Life? Do you add anything special in your coffee? Looking at you, Based for Life. Milk, sugar, cream, CBD. I mean, people put all kinds of stuff in their coffees. I personally just I stopped putting anything in my coffee once like uh, I'm lactose intolerant, so there's a lot of things that just kind of upset my stomach, and depending on the milk, it'll just ruin me. So I learned to start just drinking coffee black, and then you pick up on so much more flavors, um, and the coffee too, like the type of roast. But like this has like those notes that it's saying: honey, syrup, sugar cookie, lemon zest. In in a nice coffee, you can really smell those things, but you pick them up in the taste too. It's fun. All right, this is almost enough here for 2 mugs. Got to have a little bit for the Dutch baby expert. Oh, it's getting there. That Dutch baby's getting there. All right, and just a little bit more here. We're gonna get down 2 nice mugs, something fun here. We'll do this one. And, oh, this one was actually pretty cool. Got this one in Death Valley. There's the artist's name and when it was produced. I'm not gonna pronounce because I'm not sure. See how close I can get that to you. The cup holder like this, but it gets so hot. Like this is how you need to hold it. For someone with big hands like me, it's a little inconvenient, but it's such a cool mug. But my all-time go-to is just this one. So the artist that makes these makes them for Big Sur Bakery. Um, there's the artist's stamp there. I don't know if you can see it well. Make out the details. All right. So we're gonna pull this aside, take that down. Got ourselves a little lid here. We're gonna pour ourselves some beautiful coffee. Just wonderful. All right, a little bit of sediment in the bottom. Always going to get that. Okay. All right. I am going to add, like I said, I don't put anything in mine, but there's someone else here that does. I'm going to set it up for her just the way she likes it. Hopefully she'll be excited about this. Yeah, she just hates it. She's like, "What? What is this? Disgusting. You call that coffee?" Mm-hmm. She doesn't do any sugar or any pumps of whatever, as far as I know. So we'll see. So this is the Dutch baby expert around? Where you at? Where you at? I can't see you. Tell me what you think.
Regular milk or oat milk?
No, regular milk.
Good. Strauss?
The Strauss. It's hot.
Oh, I can see the little fats.
Yeah, the cream, the fat, the creamy bits.
Delicious.
You like it?
Good.
What notes do you pick up on
And I
that?
don't always like this light of a roast.
It's a medium roast.
It's a lighter medium.
A lighter medium,
A little more fruity.
a bit fruitier. Nailed it around the head. It says lighter medium, a bit fruity.
Really?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy.
And in my favorite book.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah.
Wow, look.
How did it work with
The Bodum?
The reasonable builder?
Good. I gotta get used to it because it drains water really quick.
Maybe that's why it's more of a medium grind and generally you do it finer with the paper filter.
Maybe. You picked up a rice cooker? All right, effing boss. That is good. Good to hear. I'm telling you, rice cooker will change your life. You just set that and forget it. I like to do. I mean, a rice cooker isn't um, a supplement for a crock pot, but you can do little things. Yeah, crock pots are great, but what I was going to say is I like to do some of the same things that I would in a crock pot um, in a rice cooker, just on a smaller scale. So you can add stuff that can easily steam in there. Some have little baskets and stuff. Yeah, chop up a little bit of broccoli. I mean, you saw the last stream we did. I did, or it was the time one of the cooking shows. I put mushrooms in there, mushrooms and wild rice, easy, and it just a little flavor. White and wild's good, yeah. All right, let me take a look. Oh, I don't even want to pull it out yet. I mean, you guys remember how it was? It was nice and watery looking the Dutch baby. The consistency was a little bit more watery, but it's going to be looking good when it comes out. What I want it to look like is a little bit of a golden brown, and then maybe a little bit darker around the edges. And I think using the bread flour was perfect because It's rising really well. I can smell it too. It smells nice. So we're probably going to need to get some of the fruit out here in a minute. We want to just rinse them off. I know they get rinsed at some point, but just like everything, just always smart just to do it once more at least. All right. This is going to be one of the more shorter streams. Only because we didn't have to do too much. It's our morning wake and bake. We got stuff to do today. Can't spend hours just cooking in the morning. There's farmers markets to be had, hikes to be hiked, dogs to be walked, games to be played. Might give Phasmophobia. I might do some games here in a little bit. Maybe throw on some Phasmophobia. Maybe some Age of Empires. Maybe some Hunt Showdown. All right, what did I say? We're gonna get some fun stuff out. All right. Combo Wombo. Look, my friend brought this over. Let me show you real quick. If you all know me, you all know my favorite is pumpkin pie. Oh, look at someone already took a little snackaroo out of there. Snackaroo with some pumpkin pie. Look at. Who did that?
Maybe someone that was hungry but it's late.
Yeah. Late. Some psychopaths do not like the crust edges. Yes, Effenbach. Sometimes the excuse can be made that they were saving it for someone else. yeah, that. Not buying it. Yeah, I think I need to sleep with one eye open. You're right. Psychopath. There's only one way to fix that. It's to eat it. All right. I don't know where that strainer's at for the berries, but we'll just give them a nice little rinse-a-roo in their little containers. Little rinse-a-roo. Rinsolini and cheese. Give it a little try. Oh yeah, it's like tastes like they're in season. Okay, we're gonna let that just kind of hang out by the sink while it drains. Blueberries are real easy to clean. This would be nice. Let's see. I get really disappointed with blueberries when they're not in season. Just, cold storage doesn't cut it for me. It's good. Not tart. Not flavorless. Pretty decent. Okie dokie. Just throw some of these in here. Yeah, who else are we gonna get to play today? Some games. I have Fall Guys. Base for Life. Do you have Fall Guys Base for Life? Is that something that you currently own? Look, we better take a look at the Dutch Baby. Can't be forgetting about that. Oh my goodness! Like literally 2 minutes. 2 minutes more, and then you can see what it looks like. It's gonna be interesting. What's that, FN boss? That first bite. You guys want to see me do the first bite on stream? Yeah, let's get a close-up shot of me drinking this coffee so you can really see how much I enjoy it. Mm. It's really good. Actually, I really like this coffee. I don't know when it was roasted, but it must have been fairly recent. 11.3, yeah, not too long ago. 11.3. Oh, you can't do that. You can't if I do the wombo combo. 11.3. I just want to sit here and eat that fruit. Here's my other dilemma. Um, I don't have a flour sifter or a sifter of any. Oh, what I was actually looking for is in here. So between the two of us, we always have our own spots where we put stuff, and I just don't pay attention to where I put things. So when I put in places, I tend to forget. But I can always tell who the smart one is because they're very methodical in how they place stuff. Hint, it's not me. Oh, I wish Jugs could make it too, but this will be a much. He likes the highlights, the clips. He's he's good. This one will be a nice little easy one because there's some good visuals on this one. Mm. Breakfast stream. Did you see me lick my hands there? Yeah, a little bit of raspberry sauce on there. I don't want you licking my hands. Oh, you also have the responsibility of dragging anyone in uh, to the Discord. Just FYI. Okay. No, just your responsibility now. All right, I said about a minute, right? It's been. Yeah. Here it is. Got that nice golden brown color on the sides. Perfect. This is what we're gonna do. Do we top it first with? Oh shit! What am I doing here? I was like not showing you what it looks like. Here we go. So it was completely rised for a second, and now it's kind of fallen. It looks tasty. What do you think?
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it's gonna slowly sink back down, kind of like a souffle. I don't know, souffle. What do you think? Berries first, and then powdered sugar over the top.
Might be hard to just plate it. Like you want to put berries on
I'm not. I'm only gonna do it for the picture.
then not to do it
Before, perfect. A little bit of berries. Oh, some maple syrup would be good over this too. I might need your help getting the maple syrup out though.
before. Right in the
Maple syrup before and then powdered
fridge. On
sugar?
the left side.
No, I want to use the Wild Mountain. All right, what else is in here?
No, it's okay. It's just
Ugh. Grade A amber color, rich taste. Oh, let me give this a little taste. Because we have so many different maple syrups going on here. Oh, that's good. Tastes like the blood of a tree. All right. You always gotta clean. Don't forget to clean the spout or the head of this jar once you pour like that, because you get a little bit on there and it just gets sticky. All right, I'd love to take the first bite for you guys, but that's not going to happen today. It's like Christmas or the office of a hedge fund. Beautiful. Look what you guys make me do. You guys make me do some fun stuff. Got our coffee, got a little bit of fruit. Dutch baby. Should I take a picture of this for the B-roll? You think that would look better off the cast iron and just tossed onto something like this? All right. No, you don't want it on there?
nope.
I could use a different cutting board if you'd like.
No, you can take a picture before in case it doesn't transfer.
Okay, I'll take a picture before and then transfer. It's a good point. Just on the stove just doesn't give it its justice. Here we go. We're gonna do something off the stove. That's gonna echo. Oh, it's not gonna transfer over. I sure as hell will try though. Just get ready to put this on stream fails. It'd be super easy to make another one. All right. All those doubters out there, look at this. Mm. Okay, sorry, I'm over here just eating all the berries while we plate. Had one fall on the ground. That'll get picked up later. So, like I said, consistency of like a crepe and a pancake. I think one of these days I'll just plate it right on the faux marble countertop. Look nice. Bam! Wide angle. All right, perfect thumbnail. All right, first bite's gonna come another day. In the meantime, thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna get down on this delicious, delicious looking meal. Time to get a little bit more casual. Take off the chef coat, pull off the headband. Pull off the headband. Look, it's like the opposite of what Mr. Rogers does, right? Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. Stream ending. Don't forget to repost to all those hungry people out there. I'll talk to y'all later. Look, I'm touching my screen to end it when it's not